That down. Let's go on and talk about this, shall we? You know, when James Gunn and Peter Safran made their announcements about, the first phase of the new DC project, one of the projects that was mentioned was that they were going to do a Green Lantern series. Now, just because we have learned this, something kind of gets announced doesn't mean it gets greenlit or ultimately ordered. And a lot of people have been asking, particularly in the last couple of months, people writing into our show and saying, so what's going on with Green Lantern? Is this show actually going to happen? To which we would say, we think so, but we haven't heard anything in a while. Maybe that's one of the projects. I mean, they had a lot of projects they announced. Maybe one or two of them falls down. Maybe this is one of the ones that falls down. Well, don't worry about that because it is now official. Green Lantern has been ordered straight to series by HBO. This comes to us from Variety, who writes the following. HBO has officially picked up Lanterns, the first live action series created expressly for DC Studios under co-chairman and co-CEOs James Gunn and Peter Safran. The series has been given an 8-episode straight to series order by HBO with, get this, Chris Mundy from True Detective Night Country and Ozark serving as the showrunner and executive producer. Also on board, Damon Lindelof of Watchmen and The Leftovers, and Tom King of Mr. Miracle and Supergirl, who will serve as executive producers and co-write Lanterns with Mundy. Warner Brothers TV is producing with DC Studios and HBO. The show is based on the DC comic Green Lantern. All right. This is great. Number one, it is fabulous because it's now finally official. Great number two, what a showrunner to bring on. I thought True Detective Night Country was wonderful. I mean, so many people love Ozark. And then you're bringing in somebody like a Damon Lindelof, who has had great success with HBO with his Watchmen and The Leftovers and stuff like that. And obviously somebody, Tom King, they've been very happy with working with them until this point. So that's great in and of itself as well. Also great is the fact that with it now being official and it being called Lanterns, this confirms the earlier reports that it's not just going to be a Guy Gardner Green Lantern or a Hal Jordan Green Lantern or a John Stewart Green Lantern. It is going to be multiple Green Lanterns. Expect to see like a Hal Jordan, John Stewart cop kind of thing, like a True Detective, but with Green Lanterns.
And Hal Jordan is the only one that's not cast yet, right? Because we have our Guy Gardner, who is...
I don't think we have our John Stewart.
Well, we don't have our John Stewart either. Okay, so those two. We only have our...
Yeah, I think the only one we have is our Guy Gardner, who's Nathan Fillion.
Right, okay.
But by the way, we don't know that he will be in this show. I mean, I think it's not crazy to think that Nathan Fillion's Guy Gardner will be in the show, considering he's going to be in Superman. Unless he dies in Superman. I mean, whatever. But with it being called Lanterns, I think that means we're going to get Hal Jordan and John Stewart. Hal Jordan is the definitive Green Lantern. Right. John Stewart is the Green Lantern that a lot of younger people have grown up with. Also opens the door for others, right? Like maybe a Kilowog, maybe a Kyle Rayner, maybe some other Lanterns as well. It's going to be interesting to see what they do. Now, one of the things that a lot of people have kind of raised an eyebrow of is that it's been ordered by HBO. Technically speaking, and not Max. Technically speaking, this show and the Harry Potter show, by the way, are officially being labeled as HBO series. Now, a number of people have been writing into me in the last 24 hours saying, John, did you hear that like Harry Potter and Green Lantern won't be on Max? You got to have the cable television HBO enabled to watch them. No, that's not true. Everything on HBO is on Max. But they're going to call these HBO originals, not Max originals.
Exactly.
The reason for that is pretty clear. The brand with all the prestige is HBO. This is why when they named the new streaming service Max, if you guys remember, I said, this is stupid. HBO is a revered, honored, and respected brand in entertainment. Why would you throw away that incredibly valuable brand name to call it something as stupid as Max? What were you thinking? I'm going to tell you this right now. Mark my words. I have no insider information on this, but I guarantee you this. With this move, that a lot of their new shows, they're branding specifically as HBO originals, I'm going to make this prediction. Again, no insider information, just a guess from me. But by the end of 2024, I think we're going to see Max renamed. Either just back to HBO Max or HBO Plus, but it's going to be HBO something. And it's what they always should have done, because that is a recognized and trusted name. They are still the best in the game of creating high quality television. HBO still, I think all time, they might be the all-time greatest at making great iconic television, I think, is HBO. And why in the first place they ever got rid of that name from the streaming services is
yeah. Other than as a banner now, you can say, oh, this is an HBO banner under Max. But it's like, but now you sacrifice the overarching marketing of your streaming service. So
yeah. And so I think, number one, it's a good move to call these shows HBO originals, because instantly that's going to put some more respect on the name of these shows. Because, oh, these are HBO originals?
Because it puts it in there with Game of Thrones and everything
Game
else.
of Thrones,
You name it.
Sopranos.
Yeah, all that.
Right? It's in there. It's in that family now. That's the lineage of it. But again, I think this is just the first step to them rebranding Max. And they should. They're 100% sure. They never should have taken the HBO name out of their streaming service. But anyway, guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Miracle Made. Did you know that your temperature at night can have one of the greatest impacts on your sleep quality? If you wake up too hot or too cold, I highly recommend you check out Miracle Made's bed sheets. Inspired by NASA, Miracle Made uses silver-infused fabrics and makes temperature-regulating bedding so that you can sleep at the perfect temperature all night long. When they arrived at our house, my wife Ann loved the feel of them so much, she couldn't even wait for me to get home to put them on our bed. Miracle Made has self-cleaning. These sheets are infused with silver that prevents up to 99.7% of bacterial growth, leaving them to stay cleaner and fresh 3 times longer than other sheets. Miracle Sheets also have incredible comfort and quality. Miracle Sheets are luxuriously comfortable without the high price tag of other luxury brands and feel as nice, if not nicer, than sheets used by some 5-star hotels. So go to TryMiracle, that's TryMiracle.com/Campia to try Miracle Made sheets today. And whether you're buying them for yourself or as a gift for a loved one, if you order today, you can save over 40%. And if you use our promo code Campia at checkout, you'll get 3 free towels and save an extra 20%. Miracle is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you aren't 100% satisfied, you will get a full refund. So upgrade your sleep with Miracle Made. Go to TryMiracle.com/Campia and use the code Campia to claim your free 3-piece towel set and save over 40% off. Again, that's TryMiracle.com/Campia to treat yourself. Guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Lanterns is now officially greenlit. It's an HBO show. Don't worry, that it's also going to be on Max for those of you who are Max subscribers, but it's officially labeled as an HBO original. Whatever you guys think about this, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show Podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.